Hello, everybody. Today, I want to give a special thanks to Imperial Knowledge for his support and advice. It means a lot as a longtime viewer. Please, please, please go check out his channel. And with that being said, let's jump right into the video. For thousands of years, the Empire stood as the beating heart of Tamriel, a civilization built on conquest, unity, faith, and blood. From the shining towers of the Imperial City, emperors ruled over nearly every corner of the continent. But now, the Empire is dying. Its armies are weakened, its provinces are breaking away, and the people who once believed in its eternal glory are beginning to lose hope. Who are the Imperials? The Imperials are the people of Cyrodiil, the central province of Tamriel, and the political core of the Empire itself. Unlike the warrior Nords or the ancient elves, the Imperials became powerful through diplomacy, trade, discipline, and organization. They are builders, merchants, and politicians. Generals and administrators, their greatest weapon was never raw strength, but their ability to unite nations beneath a single banner. Most Imperials live in crowded cities, fortified towns, or fertile farmlands spread across Cyrodiil. Their culture revolves around law, military, service, religion, and loyalty to the Empire. At the center of everything stands the Imperial City, a massive capital built upon an island in the middle of Lake Rumer. From here, emperors once controlled the fate of Tamriel. The origins of the Empire began with one woman, Alesia. Long before the Empire existed, Cyrodiil was ruled by the Aelids, a cruel elven civilization that enslaved humanity. Human slaves suffered for generations under Aelid rule until Alesia led a massive rebellion. With the help of Nordic warriors from Skyrim, she overthrew the elves and founded the first empire of men. Alesia became the first empress of Cyrodiil, and her victory changed Tamriel forever. From that moment onward, the Imperials believed that they had divine purpose to bring order and unity to the world. But the empire most people remember began much later, under Tiber Septim. Tiber Septim was a conqueror unlike any before him. Through war, political genius, and overwhelming military force, he united almost all of Tamriel under one empire. For the first time in history, nearly every province answered to a single ruler. Under the Septim dynasty, roads connected distant kingdoms, trade flourished across the continent, and the Imperial Legion became one of the most feared military forces in history. The empire brought stability, but also domination. Some provinces accepted imperial rule willingly, while others obeyed only through fear. Life inside the empire. For ordinary citizens, life inside the empire depended heavily on wealth and location. In cities like the Imperial City, wealthy nobles lived in luxury surrounded by marble temples, bustling markets, and powerful political families. Meanwhile, farmers and laborers worked long hours to supply food, weapons, and taxes to the empire. The Imperial Legion maintained order across the provinces, guards patrolled roads, defended borders, and crushed rebellions. Religion also shaped daily life. Most Imperials worshipped the Nine Divines, especially Talos, the god emperor believed to be Tiber Septim himself. Education, trade, and law were more advanced in Cyrodiil than in many other regions of Tamriel. But corruption was everywhere. Bribery, political assassinations, and secret power struggles infected the empire from the inside. The fall of the Empire. The decline of the Empire began after the events of the Elder Scrolls IV Oblivion. The Septim bloodline ended with the death of the Emperor Martin Septim during the Oblivion Crisis. Daedric gates opened across Tamriel. Oblivion unleashed. Entire cities burned. And although the world survived, the Empire never fully recovered. Without the Septim dynasty, the Empire became unstable. Then came the greatest disaster of all. The Great War against the Aldmeri Dominion, the Thalmor, a powerful elven faction from the Somerset Isles, nearly destroyed the Empire completely. The war ended with the White Gold Concordat, a treaty many people consider humiliating, especially Nords and Imperials. One of its most controversial terms banned the worship of Talos. For many citizens, especially the Nords of Skyrim, this proved the Empire was no longer strong enough to defend its own beliefs. By the time of the Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, the Empire is a shadow of its former self. Several provinces have broken away. Hammerfell rejected imperial control entirely. Morrowind was devastated by natural disasters. Blackmarsh has isolated itself from imperial politics. Even Skyrim is locked in a civil war, brother against brother. The Imperial Legion still fights to preserve unity, but the Empire is exhausted politically, economically, and militarily. Many citizens still believe the Empire is the only force capable of preventing total chaos. Others believe its age has come to an end. For centuries, the Empire promised peace through unity and strength. It built roads, created towering cities, laws, and forged armies that shaped the history of Tamriel itself. But every empire eventually faces the same question. Can power built through conquest truly last forever? And in the world of the Elder Scrolls, the answer may already be written in blood. If you enjoyed today's video, please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Every bit goes to help growing the channel. We really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.